So I don't know if I guess they trying to teach you how to be safe with sniffing dope. Or how the hell is they teaching you how to be safe with sniffing dope when it's all self-destruction, mental destruction?
When they give out...
Now, what the hell is going on here? I don't know. Y'all tell me.
They give out numerous straws.
They give out straws.
This for you to put your dope on. Hold on.
Something for you to put your dope on.
The razor to chop it up.
They give you a razor to chop the shit up.
Feel like you the plug. They get you a scooper for the little old school dope sniffers. They used to do it on the hand with the
Wow. Hood Habit TV, Baltimore City.
They might as well stop locking us up for selling shit.
They might as well stop locking a nigga up for selling this shit.
They doing
Shout out
just
to
doing
the drug dealers. So I guess they trying to teach you how to be safe with sniffing dope. Or how the hell is they teaching you how to be safe?
Centuries ago, the last visitor from Earth entered my world. Now it's your turn to feel that pain. The gates are open. Gate 1, darkness, the world of demons. Look around you, they're everywhere. Gate 2, my guards are watching you. Gate 3, only evil lives here. Gate 4, there's no way out. Gate 5, feel the fire. Gate 6, pick up your weapons and fight. Fight, and dance with the devil!
This is going to be your daily update on what's going on in Palestine.
Madam President.
The painting by Per Krog signifies a new beginning. It's about the phoenix rising out of the ashes.
Notice the giant mural that towers over the Security Council room. The central focus of the UN mural is the phoenix bird that has risen. The phoenix bird is a symbol of Lucifer. Egyptians believed that the phoenix symbolized a god who rose to heaven in the form of a morning star like Lucifer after his fire immolation of death and rebirth. Notice that the phoenix bird is not standing above his own ashes. He is standing above his old skin. Like a snake, he has shed his old skin and is revealing himself as God at the center of the mural. At the top left, there is a church steeple without a cross. The missing cross symbolizes the death of Christianity. Below, a woman receives the rays of the sun god, while the man in front of her plays Pan's flute. To their right are two pyramid symbols and people joined together by a long blue serpent-like cloth. Below the risen phoenix, a sword is driven through a dragon beast. This represents the killing of old beliefs and religions that depicted Lucifer as a beast. The New World religion worships him as beautiful. In this post-apocalyptic mural, the military man standing on the tail of the beast represents worldwide military power. He tips his helmet to the elite, who are climbing out from underground cities where they safely hid from the apocalypse. In the main oval panel above the phoenix bird, a woman is holding flowers. She is the bride in a wedding ceremony. Who are these newlyweds that are kneeling submissively beneath the serpent in the overhead tree? The serpent in human form is tempting the little girl Eve, who accepts the apple. On the right side of the top panel, a reptilian green creature with scaly skin is dancing with a naked woman while musicians entertain him. The general message of the UN's Phoenix Rising mural is that humanity is stepping into a new Luciferic reality. Beneath this disturbingly prophetic mural, world leaders make global decisions that affect the lives of nearly 7 billion people.
U.S. Supreme Court say no license necessary to drive automobile on public roads. I'll have to pause this and read this yourself. Of this state may not require the owner of a motor vehicle to 1. Register the motor vehicle, 2. Pay a motor vehicle registration fee, or 3. Pay an occupation tax or license fee in connection with a motor vehicle. That's if you're not doing commerce. Now when you go down to section B, license and regulate the use of motor vehicle for compensation. That means I need to be licensed, tagged, and registered and insured because I am engaging in commerce, meaning I'm being paid to haul goods and do services for other people. Homework. U.S. Supreme Court say no license necessary to drive automobile on public roads.
And here's something of interest also, because we keep an eye on the World Economic Forum. This is one of the Luciferian groups, one of the main Luciferian groups that's running the show right now and running this world right into the dirt so they can build back better, as they say. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, they will create this final beast system, and this is what they're doing now. And it always seems that there's some kind of satanic artwork surrounding these people, these Luciferians, and even here at the World Economic Forum. During the latest summit at Davos, there was a strange tapestry with odd imagery that was displayed at the World Economic Forum, and many people are talking about it. This is the tapestry in question, and we'll take a closer look at some of the images in here. As I said earlier, man, these people can't help themselves. There always has to be a demon, a devil, something disgusting, something Luciferian, something to do with the occult in all of their artwork, and this one's no different. You can even tell just from the get-go, there's one thing that continues through the whole scene, and it's a blood trail, and that's leading from a woman giving birth to the devil. All right, now let's see what the devil's doing with all this blood. So here's a closer image, and we can make that a little bigger and bring that in right here, and here's the devil, and it looks like he's drinking in the blood, and then maybe dispersing the blood into these little containers. But what's even more interesting is look at the first image, image of a person right there. But if you pay special attention to the first image, the first person right there in front of the devil's face, who's kneeling on the blood trail, it looks like, they're offering up their baby, their child, as a sacrifice to the devil. So we know this is something that's happening even to this day. It doesn't look like it used to back in the biblical days, when they would walk through the Arch of Baal, and they'd sacrifice their children and then participate in orgies and all kinds of revelry while their child died. They were giving up that responsibility so they could party and have a good time. And we see that exact same thing happening today, especially here in America. Massive numbers of that. Many people are still sacrificing their children, just like this picture shows us. A little further down the blood trail, we find this businessman drinking something red. So is it wine, or is it the blood drinkers? The blue bloods are blood drinkers. You know, is it a reference to that, to the adreno stuff, if you know what I mean? And then at the far end of the tapestry, we have this imagery here of a woman giving birth to, it looks like some kind of demonic evil baby. And then, of course, right here at the top of the tapestry, you've got a demon, because there's always a demon with these people. And all this stuff is demonic. I'm sure it has a lot of meaning to others that it doesn't even have to us or to the public, that they understand a little bit more about what all of this is than what we are going to. And that's typically how these people work, in secrets and shadows and codes with numbers. I took some time looking at all this, and there's a bunch of smaller type things I could point out to you, but I think the main point here is what we're looking at right here on the screen. It's the devil, it's the blood trail to birth. You got a woman here offering up her child to the devil. But I think what really matters here with this one to me is what we see right here on screen, and the obvious Satanism of it all. The devil, the blood trail, a scary looking baby, and then people sacrificing their children, of course, to the devil. I've also noticed another trend in the news, and this trend has to do with giants. Now, speaking of giants, I've shown you some clips and videos throughout the year.
Take it seriously. I think they think that they really are getting power, projecting power, attracting attention. And a lot of the occult writers talk about doing, I mean, even Anton LaVey talks about kind of becoming your own little God symbol that draws the attention and energy of masses of people. And that actually empowers you and makes you a God. Even if you're not, for all intents and purposes, a God, if you can be seen as a God, then you are pretty much a God. So you have a lot of that discussed in those people. And then obviously a lot of the Hollywood crowd actually does like Crowley, and they do like Anton LaVey and various, occult philosophers and techniques, Kabbalah, on and on and on. So I think a lot of that mysticism appeals not just to eccentric, celebrity types, but it also can appeal to intelligence agency types, which can utilize those occult worldviews to manipulate people. And from the intelligence power perspective of the establishment, they don't really care about which religion is true or false. They're concerned with how does this or that religion or cult give us the ability to socially engineer, experiment, mind control people, steer them in various directions, and use them to our benefit. And that's not just weird cults. I mean, that would apply to using the Catholic Church, trying to use Muslims, trying to use, all kinds of religious philosophy, Christianity, for the purpose of projecting American power. I mean, that's how the system sees religion as one of the tools in its toolkit. So I do think there are, real spiritual entities out there, but I think we can also go overboard in the other direction by thinking that all the symbols are Illuminati, all the symbols are satanic. This is really kind of a silly, kind of the evangelical, ridiculous, superstitious view of thinking that every time you see this symbol, it means this or that. So there's a lot going on in your question. It's a very deep, difficult question, but I think